I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Well, I want to thank everybody for being here today. This is our reorganization meeting, of which we did at 9:30 this morning. And this is the Mahoning County Commissioners Hearing Room, regular board meeting number 1, Monday, January 10th, 2022 at 10 a.m. Right now, we will entertain anyone who has public comments. It'll be 3 minutes. And state your name and address for the board. Hello, Marty. How you doing?
Hi, Martin.
Do you have anything?
Everything's good. Yeah.
Good. Good to hear. All right. Do I hear any public comments here or on the screen? None. So we will move forward. Approval of the previous minutes of board meeting number 50, Wednesday, December 29th, 2021, and approval of bills for payment. Do I have a motion?
So moved. Second?
Roll call.
Commissioner Trafficante.
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler.
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati.
Yes. Journal entry number 1. Do I have a motion?
Motion approved, journal entries number 1. Second?
Roll call.
Commissioner Trafficante.
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler.
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati.
Yes. Number 2, travels, A through D. We'll start with A, Convention and Visitors Bureau. Linda.
Good morning, Commissioners, and good morning, Nancy. Letter A is our day-to-day approval for, approval for day-to-day travel throughout the normal course of business through February 2023. This is to attend our any monthly meetings of Adventures in Northeast Ohio, our CVB Association meetings and seminars with Ohio Travel Association, and so forth. Estimated amount of $6,500 for myself and for Tara Mady.
Thank you. D, risk. Is Kathy with us?
No, I'll handle it.
Okay.
Commissioners, this is for the Risk Management Office to attend BWC, Corsa, CCAO, Propeller, Prima, and PRP Ohio for year 2022, estimated at $3,000, and this is non-general.
Okay, thank you, Audrey. Number C, sanitary. Is Tara or Pat with us?
Nobody.
Nobody. Okay. Audrey,
I'll
you
take
want-
care of it, yes. This is for a sanitary department to attend various CSEAO and other conferences within Ohio, CCAO, USDA, Ohio Development Agencies, ARC, CDBG meetings, seminars, et cetera, within state of Ohio and or other destinations for the year 2022, estimated at $3,000, non-general.
Okay, and D is sheriff. Anybody on for the sheriff?
I don't know where they're all at today.
Jimmy, you wanna?
That's just for them to attend firearm qualifications and mandating training, law conferences, meeting seminar within the state of Ohio for 2022, estimated at $10,000, and it's non-general fund.
Okay, thank you. Number 2, travels. Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve travels A through D. Second?
Roll call.
Commissioner Trafficante.
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler.
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati.
Yes. Number 3, agreements, A through E. A is facilities. Jim?
Good morning, everyone. This is to replace 3 commercial dryers at the Justice Center. They are original equipment. Parts are no longer available. Several years ago, we replaced one, and we're doing the same brand in order to have standardization.
Okay, Jimmy, how old is that building?
That building goes 1993 to 1994.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
And B, JJC.
Good morning, Commissioners. This is an agreement with Tri-Area Electric for the replacement of 2 disconnect starter boxes in the gym at the Juvenile Justice Center in the amount of $3,450 general fund.
Thank you. And C through E.
Good morning, Commissioners. C is an agreement with W&W Construction for chip home repair work, 17 First Street in Camel, in the amount of $87.70. D is a similar agreement with Gary Krim for chip home repair work at 377 Poland Avenue, the amount of $11,420. And E is an agreement with the Howland Company for chip home repair work as well, 2550 Redgate, in the amount of $10,552.
Okay, thanks, Phil. And do I have a motion, number 3 agreements?
Motion to approve agreements A through E.
Second.
Roll call?
Commissioner Trafficante,
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler,
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati.
Yes. Number 4, change orders A and B.
Commissioners, I'm gonna defer this one to Jimmy. It's a little more information.
This is a change order with B&B contractors and the developers for additional work for office renovation, $38,201.55 non-general. What happened, it was unforeseen field conditions related to the relocation and routing of the storm lines of the existing roof drains. What happened, several additions have been put onto that building. So when they started, it was just unforeseen that they had to correct, sort of like what we got involved in with juvenile justice.
Okay, thank you, Jimmy.
Sure.
B led, Phil? B led,
Oh,
Phil?
I muted him.
He's muted.
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, you're with us now, Phil. Go ahead.
Okay, that is a change order with American Pinnacle Construction for some unforeseen lead hazard control items at 3254 Oak Street in the amount of $550 non-general.
Okay, thank you. Number 4, change orders. Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve change orders A and B. Second.
Roll call?
Commissioner Trafficante,
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler,
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati.
Yes. Number 1, resolutions additions. Do I hear a motion?
Motion to approve resolutions additions. Second that.
Roll call?
Commissioner Trafficante.
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler,
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati.
Yes. Number 2, resolutions. A, Convention and Visitors Bureau. A and B. Sorry, Linda.
Yes, Commissioners, letter A is a support grant resolution to the Ohio Athletic Committee for the annual state wrestling championships, which will be held at the Cavelli Center 2 weekends in March. OAC has been coming here for many, many years. This is a huge economic boost to our hotels and restaurants and so forth. It comes at a time late March, which is great for our hotels. That's not their, prime season. So it does give us a nice economic boost. And this is our annual sponsorship grant in the amount of $7,500. And letter B is another sponsorship grant, this time to the Butler Institute of American Art. This is in support of the upcoming exhibit Jim Steranko and the American Hero. This was originally scheduled in 2020, but canceled due to COVID. And so this is the rescheduled of this event, and really looking forward to this. Jim is an incredible artist with the Marvel Universe, all those superheroes, as well as Lucasfilms, Star Wars, Raiders of the Lost Ark, and he has never exhibited before. So the Butler is very fortunate to be able to arrange for this exhibit and then reschedule it once it had to be canceled. So this will be held March 13th through May 29th. And requesting your approval to have us support this exhibit.
And you will email us that so we could put it on our calendar in case any one of the board members want to go to that.
Absolutely,
Email
yes.
Okay, thanks, Linda.
Yes.
C and D both are sanitary. And I don't know, Jimmy, do you want to take that?
Sure. Item C is a resolution of necessity. It's for gasoline and diesel fuel. It's exceeding the $50,000 bidding. And this puts us in compliance with the Ohio Revised Code. It's for all the departments to utilize, and the estimate is $450,000. For item D, it's also a resolution of necessity. It's for automobile parts through Napa. auto parts, and it's through cooperative purchasing as well. It exceeds the 50,000, and it puts us in compliance with the Ohio Revised Code by utilizing cooperative purchasing, and the estimated amount is $90,000.
Okay, thank you, Jimmy. Do I hear a motion number 2, resolutions?
Motion to approve resolutions A through D. Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Trafficante,
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler,
Yes.
Commissioner Middy.
Yes, and that ends the business portion of our meeting. Marty, you want to say anything or give an update on?
So January 19th, we'll have our first Port Authority meeting here for the year, 8:30 at the airport. We'd like to throw an invite out to the commissioners. Anybody else that'd like to join? That should be our first reorganizational meeting
Do
also.
you serve breakfast?
No, well, yeah, there will be. Yeah, there'll be something there.
Bagels and cream cheese?
It'll be like
Continental.
donuts. I know that you like that from Saturday. I saw that you were right all over.
Hey, 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 hey.
But no, I'd like to invite everybody, if you have a minute there, to come up on Wednesday, the 19th for the reorganizational, and we'll have our vote for chairman and that kind of stuff. And I appreciate all the support in the past. So
And that's at 8:30,
8:30,
correct?
yep.
Okay, perfect. Thanks, Marty.
You're welcome.
I mean, you're doing great work up there. I hope.
Yeah.
How did they, I don't know if I should probably say this, but how did they move for their board members in Trumbull? Did they
They have
reappoint
not- They have
Sterling?
not made a determination yet. There were resumes and interviews that were supposed to be set up. I don't know if that's going to happen. The way the bylaws read is that the current board members will continue to serve until such time as a replacement is named. So they can continue through past their deadline date of December 31st. So they'll continue with the 2 that are up at this point.
And they are?
Dan Cavelli and Ron Klingel.
Okay.
They asking for reappointment?
They both have, yes.
I mean, you have a good board now.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody works together, whether we're Trumbull or Mahoning County, and we can't allow a few
Yeah.
to disrupt everything that we have worked on for many years to get to where it's at.
This has gone, the last few years has gone very well there, in my estimation, and we want to continue that. The board has come together, noticed, if you notice, throughout the media, throughout everything else, we're doing really good things. And it's for both counties, and that's what we're appointed for. We're going to continue that. I feel that we have a very strong board now. I would like to see it continue again, but where we're at is where we're at, and that's their decision at this point. But I'm probably going to go up there Wednesday to their meeting also and voice my opinion to that. Because I think it's important. It's a very important part of what we do for the economic development for the valley, for even just the face on some of the boards that we're appointed to. When you saw, a few years back, how it was portrayed, it wasn't a good light that we were all painted in. And we've come out of that. We've made some really good strides, and we're going to continue to do that.
And all the economic development that's come out of this, there's
Sure.
been hundreds of jobs created because of the work that your board and your staff have done.
That's correct. So like I said, I'd love
I
to
think
see
you're
it
gonna be
continue.
fine going there on the 9th, going to that meeting next week. I think you'll be fine if bring a few people with you.
Yeah.
That are positive to the fact of the economic development and
When's their meeting?
the
Wednesday.
board. Their
Wednesday?
meeting's the Wednesday, the 19th.
Ours is the
No,
19th.
We're talking about where he's
Oh.
going.
I'm
to
gonna
commissioners
go
meeting.
to Trumbull County Commissioners Wednesday and speak on the same.
This
same
Wednesday.
thing. This Wednesday.
What
Yes,
time, Marty?
they are at 10:30.
I may pop up.
Please,
Yeah, I was
yeah,
thinking the same.
please, sounds
I
good.
think we should
Yep.
all pop up. I think that would be.
Yeah, that'll get their attention.
What do you think? I think we might do that.
Yeah, please. I'll drive you if you like.
Okay, you could come and pick me up. That's an offer. I'll take. Thank you, Marty, and also Dave Ann Anthony.
I just follow up on that with Marty. Marty, it's amazing, the transformation that we've gone through over the years, the last, 9 that I'm familiar with. That the board has done a great job, and to have people like yourself and Rich Edwards and Kathy Dillon and Ed Moransky,
Great.
from Mahoning County appointments to be there, and have that type of knowledge, that type of experience, and that type of success in so many different fields, we're proud of the appointments that we have, and the two that are up for reappointment. I mean, if you can't stand back, from afar and look and say, Sam Cavelli and Ron Klingel don't add value from an economic development standpoint, then you just haven't lived in the valley.
Right.
I mean, the fact that, that we have these quality individuals that get paid nothing,
Right.
that donate their time, their expertise, and help us so immensely. I think that we need to put a real focus on some of the publications that we do of what the Port Authority does, and let people know, because the biggest downfall we have as a county is people don't publicize the good things that happen. You turn the TV on, we make a joke here and there about, dysfunctional, here or there, but that's all they show.
Yeah.
They don't show the good things that are happening, the economic development, the ARP funds, the American Rescue Plan funds, and how people are being helped and how it's being put back into the county and the community and the valley and all the great things that are transpiring. So, it would be a good thing to make sure that either in our newsletter or in a separate publication, that we just put something out there just solely focusing on the Port Authority.
And
So
all the jobs and all
Yeah.
the companies.
So
that
I
we've
really
helped.
thank
We
you.
helped a
I
lot.
really thank you for your leadership, because people
You're the chair.
like Sam Cavelli, Ed Moransky, they have nothing but respect for you, and because you bring a real sense of common sense, normalcy and labor, to the equation, and all your business labor experience and just really, a wealth of knowledge from your life experience. So
I appreciate that. You have to recognize the fact that labor and business has to work together. We have a unique situation here with how the Port Authority is set up between Trumbull and Mahoning. And, right now we're thriving. And, that's a testament to having that relationship between business and labor. We're really doing good things, and we got to continue to talk to each other. Are we going to agree on everything? No. But let's work on the 85% that we do agree on, and we'll worry about the 15% that we don't. We're going to continue it. I think we're just really have done some good things, and we're going to, like I said, we appreciate the fact that we're supported by the commissioners. So.
Well, you have
Thank you.
our
Thank you.
total support, always.
And I also,
I can
want to
answer
thank,
that.
I want to thank Anthony for doing a great job
Yeah.
last year as our chair. He always does. His experience and knowledge and, from all sides of government and business, is always is good in his leadership. And Carol, she always reels us in, and keeps us, she's our den mother. She always keeps us in line. We, obviously like to bring a little levity to the equation. And, Nancy, I don't know what we can say, but, Nancy has a big stick and I'm afraid of her. So that's why she pushed me all the way over here. I go by Audrey because Audrey is so
You
nice.
see, he keeps moving this way. I mean, they're all moving
See,
close.
when Nancy gets mad at me, she says she's gonna kill me. When Audrey gets mad at me, she says she's gonna pray for me. So I'm gonna move over closer to Audrey, so that Nancy doesn't hit me with a big stick, But, and I would be, remiss if I didn't say that, the second week in January is always a big celebration in January.
Oh, it is.
So on the 12th of January, which is on Wednesday, is Anthony's birthday.
Yep.
And on the 14th, which is this Friday, is Carol's birthday.
Yes, it is.
So I'll never forget the very first year I was elected
Oh, here we
commissioner.
go.
And I brought a cake in.
With
I brought a cake in.
With the
It
knife.
had
in
happy
his
birthday,
throat.
Anthony and Carol both on it. And I brought a butcher knife this big. And I sat it down and I said, okay. No, are we gonna cut the cake or somebody gonna stab the other one, you know? You know, luckily we cut the cake. And
That
so,
was a good cake too.
and so,
I expect one this year.
you know, it's amazing that this is the end of our 9th year
Oh, my
as
God.
the three of us as a board together. And, you know, we don't always get along. We don't always agree. We don't always, you know, we're not always of the same mind. But the diversity that we have and the experience that all of us bring to the table, we either understand the other person's point of view, or we get them to understand our point of view. And collectively, you know, we don't rubber stamp each other. We work together and we compromise and we make it work. Because at the end of the day, there's 230,000 residents in Mahoning County that rely on us to be able to provide, you know, the things that we're responsible for, you know, and one of the things I'm most proud that our board and our staff has done a great job on is the ARP funds, the American Rescue Plan funds. And I won't get into detail, but there's a lot of great things going on, helping people, helping businesses, and helping people with needs. And we're trying to create economic development after the people portion and the business portion. And there's probably about half of the money to go. We've allocated 21 million of the 42. And right over the next year or two, we have 3 years to allocate it, 2 more years, and then an additional years to spend it or encumber it.
Yeah, you can
So,
get a coffee.
so we have a lot of good things going on. We've done a lot of good things, and I'm proud that my 2 colleagues, I have the ability to work with you and the rest of the staff, and especially Audrey and Nancy and Holly and Jimmy that are here.
Anthony,
So one other thing I would want to say is I really wanted to offer my condolences to Ronnie George is his name. He's a chef. He was at the Manor and he was he's now the chef at Westerfield or at Kensington. Kensington. And his wife JoJo, her maiden name was Bruno, JoJo Bruno George.
I can't
And
believe she died.
she was such a vivacious person, what a great personality, always positive. And she needed a kidney transplant for years and years and years. She was on dialysis, always positive, always, you know, never got down. And I think it was like about 10 years ago, 2011, that finally, after about 5 years on dialysis, waiting for a kidney, she got one. And it worked out perfect. And for the last 10 years, she's been in good health. And she went to Columbus to visit her children and ended up with COVID. And when you have that type of situation where you had a transplant, you know, she ended up passing from it. And it's very sad because she's a young lady, a lot of with children, grandchildren, just, you know, so my condolences to the George and the Bruno family for JoJo.
Yeah, that was a shame. But of pre-existing conditions like that, even with this,
Even with the vaccination.
even with the vaccination in this, it's not a pandemic, it's an epidemic now, which is more like a severe flu. You can't, I don't know, it's just a mystery. And then Thursday, I think I'll have Ryan and Aaron on to give us an update on exactly where we are with the new variant and where we are in Mahoning County.
And I'd be remiss if I didn't say,
So,
you know, just like the Immaculate Reception, those
We'll let
lucky
him talk.
squealers always end up winning at the, you know, even when 2 seconds left,
talk over.
if they miss the
you-
field goal, did you watch that?
I did.
2 seconds left, if they miss the field goal, the Steelers are out and Oakland and
That's
Los
enough.
Angeles are in. And in the luck of the squealers, they win again.
Absolutely.
I'm
They're
telling
lucky.
you.
Well, what's his Ben? Ben Roethlisberger. This is his last season, so,
Yeah. Ben Consentless Burger.
oh, Rich, you're done.
Yeah.
Anthony,
All right, Anthony.
Thank you,
I'm done.
Carol. Okay.
He's
No,
done.
real quick. God bless the Steelers. I'm happy it ended up this way for Ben. If he's going out, go out this way. But, you know, I agree with Carol and Dave. And Marty, you brought new life to the Port Authority. And we want to thank you for the years of leadership. And, you know, there's two other things up there that people forget about. We have the airbase and we have the airport. So your organization, your board is integral to keeping those things alive. It's a blood supply.
They work in conjunction.
Absolutely. And you know how many jobs are generated out of the airbase
That's right.
in those areas. But I also want to congratulate Carol on her chairmanship.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure working with this board. When you see consternation and divisiveness like you do in Trumbull County, there would be no way that this board can function with that type of idiotism, because that's basically what it is. And we work very, very well together. We do have a good team. As Carol said, we work well together and we are responsive to the community. And like Dave mentioned about the ARP funding, when those monies came in, we said, we got to get this out to the community, to the most needy, to the organizations that know where the money should go. And we work very hard with Audrey and our staff to accomplish these things. And so I'm very proud of that. And Dave and Carol are two of the most outstanding elected officials this valley has ever had. And I'm proud to sit here and say that. And then secondly, about the COVID, I was visiting a friend at Boardman Hospital, and I was on the 7th floor. So, you know, when I go to the hospital, I got to get my laps in. So dummy me goes down the back part of the building on the 7th floor and wanted to go to the cafeteria to get something to eat. Where do I walk into? The COVID floor.
Oh, God, why did you even go that way?
And there was no sign. It just let me come in right from the back stairwell. And I'm gonna tell you what I saw in that floor. I got goosebumps right now. There were nurses like bees to a hive attending to keep these people alive. I saw people larger than me upside down like this with ventilators. Scared the living heck out of me. So I want to pray and thank all those nurses up there at that hospital for what they do. They deserve more money than they make. We can't survive without our nurses in our hospital system. But I just got to say, it scared me to death. So thank you, Carol.
You're welcome. All right, I want to thank everybody for our first meeting of the year. And before we conclude, Nancy, the next meeting,
It'll be Thursday right here.
okay, 10 a.m. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second,
Roll call.
Commissioner Trafficante.
yes.
Commissioner Ditzler.
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati.
Yes.